Welcome back to Mary Jo's at-home yoga. So these practices are individual as well as they work together to form a nice long practice. And we left you off on practice session 4 with you set up in a forward fold. We're going to show you how this forward fold can move into a bunch of different postures. So for me, when I first started working with this, I couldn't sit up on my own. So I'm going to show you what I did in order to get some lateral flexion and to get a little bit more stability in that area. We're going to take these two bolsters, share, and put them on your sides. Good. And then we'll take the little fat bolster over there and we're going to put it right at your waist. Good. And this is really what I needed to do as a high-level quad to be able to train my body to get core and also to have stability in forward movement without falling forward. So I gained a lot more stability by creating this practice. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go forward. Now we talked about bandhas in the practice before. This time we're going to really work the bandha system a little bit more. To start off with, if you're, if you've had a stroke or you're somebody that doesn't have a lot of upper body connectivity, it's really good to start to challenge the torso by letting the upper body try and find its way to be independent without losing your core stability. So we're going to add that piece in slowly but surely as we go today. So the first way that we're going to do that is the piece that we did earlier, where we are going to inhale, bring your hands just to the red bolster beside your knees. And you're going to come forward and just lean on your hands a little bit. Good. Inhale and draw the spine into the body here, and exhale, just relax the shoulders but don't change your position. And we'll keep doing that just for a moment or two. Inhale, create some movement of the spine into the body, and on your exhale we're going to add navel back to spine, navel back to spine, navel back to spine. Inhale again, create some length in the spine, move the spine into the body, and then exhale, move the navel back to the spine. Good. How's that feel? Good. So on the next inhale, we'll find our extension point, and then we're going to exhale, using those bolsters in our lap to really kind of push into the navel and give us a sense of what is there. And as we come all the way down, we're going to be coming over that round bolster at the navel, bringing our head toward the bolster. You can go as far as you want. Good. And then once there, you're going to feel that pressure of the bolster in at your navel. Do you feel that, Shira?
Yeah.
So while you're there, you're going to be doing your Mula Bandha exercise breathing. So you'll inhale your Ujjayi breath into the back of the throat, and then exhale. And imagine sucking up a straw from your cervix or your perineum right up into your navel, and then slide the navel back into the spine. Do that a few times. Good. Good. So now we've got a sense of the core. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So use your core on your inhale to push back up to upright, sitting position.
On the inhale?
On the inhale, yeah. Good, and exhale. So now with that added sense of core, we're going to do a little bit of lateral extension and also see how we go, if we have time, into a twist. So for here, I'm going to give Shira the block, and she's going to use that block as a way to feel extension through her arms up toward the ceiling, which will lengthen the spine. So inhale, bring the block and the arms up overhead. Good. And as she pushes into the block and she can lean it back into the wall, she's really going to feel the inhale extending and lengthening her spine, and the exhale grounding, but pulling the Mula Bandha back up into the core. So on the exhale, you're not kind of dropping that extension, you're containing it and building it back up into the body. So Mula Bandha on the exhale kind of keeps that lift in. Do you feel that? Yeah. So as she engages Mula Bandha, the tendency to slump on the exhale is eliminated. And now she's containing that nice extended spine. And then on the next inhale, we'll rotate to the left. Oh, sorry, exhale, yeah. Turn to the left. And this is a strong move, a really great release in the shoulders. Good, and inhale. And lengthen, and exhale, navel back. Good. And on your next inhale, come back to the midline, to the center. And exhale, contain, navel in. Good. Inhale, turn to the right. Lift the block, push the elbows open. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine. Good, Sharon. Good. You can see her navel's really working here to stabilize. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. And come back to center. Good. And then bring the arms back down and relax the block away from the hands. So that's a good core workout. And then we'll just let this release now by taking her to the side. So we're going to bring bring the blue bolster over to this side. So I use the bolsters to really assist in lateral flexion because it's hard to get. So we're going to keep the right arm sort of around the bolsters. We'll lift the left arm up, straight up in the air, and then bring the left palm towards the right ear, right shoulder. So it's going to, it's going to come overhead and reach over towards the light here. Yeah, and you can lean as much over into those blocks as you want. Good. And then straighten the arm a little bit and really feel now from the base of the pelvis at that left hip joint all the way up through into actually her fingertips here. Beautiful lateral stretch and extension. Breathe in. And still you're thinking about the navel moving back to the spine on your exhales. That's something you never really let go of entirely as you're practicing. Inhale big. And exhale, extend through the fingers. See if the little baby finger can come toward the floor. Good. And then inhale right up through the arm and back up to the midline. Good. Feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's switch sides, so we'll take them over to the other side. So when you go to the other side, remember the same setup. So the left elbow is going to be around the bolsters. Now we'll bring up the right arm, and then keeping it over top of the head, extend it toward the far wall, and eventually rotating that hand so the little baby finger comes closer to the floor, giving the tricep a really good stretch, all the way down through your lats, through your rib cage, all the way down into your outside right hip. Big breath in, and exhale, navel back to spine. Good. Inhale, bring the arm up in the torso, and exhale, release. And then take one of those big fat bolsters and put it on your lap in front of you. And we'll finish off by taking the arms out to the side. Inhale all the way up, and exhale, bring them forward and come all the way down to relax over the bolsters for this practice. Is now.